What is the worst thing ever to happen to America? Well, in Ours Was the Shining Future, David Leonhardt, in his sweeping history of the American economy, makes a shocking argument. According to him, the problem is we won the Cold War. Obviously, this did have its own benefits, but though this book is largely left-leaning, there is a subtle, ominous undertone to his argument which underpins a lot of the book. And that is that what binds Americans is having an enemy. The fact that Americans saw themselves as united against a common enemy actually made us treat each other better. So obviously, common people were more willing to sacrifice themselves, but he actually believed that this extended to the boardrooms of corporations. Back in the day, they actually did give back, and it wasn't because they were being forced, that was the ideology of the time. I'm a little skeptical about this, but he seems to believe it. More importantly, everything that today we associate with socialism, like the welfare state, government funding for the poor, these things were often instituted as austerity measures. This is particularly the case in Europe. There was an actual need from them because the population was suffering after a massive war. Leonhardt argues that part of the reason why modern liberalism doesn't have the force that it once does is because back when the left did have more power, it was responding to actual material circumstances where people either needed to get something from the government or starve. And what is most ominous about this argument is that those conditions, for now, don't exist. He gives an even funnier history of American culture since the end of the Cold War, which is that he believes that a lot of what we've been doing is just hunting inside our own country for enemies. On the right, they hunted gays, then Satanists, and then deep state pedophiles. Whereas on the left, it was the man, then cis white men, and then now just kind of themselves. And the reason all of this is being done is because it seems that humans just can't function without an enemy. And Americans are searching hard for one inside their own country. That's a very hilarious history of our modern culture. This whole argument just baffles me. One moment it's insane, and then the next I'm like, maybe it's true. The rest of the book is actually a remarkable history of the American economy. I suggest picking it up if you have the chance. But there you go. This is something worth thinking about.